Welcome back to the Insanery Sports Channel. I'm your host, Zach the Insane Train Simmons, and let's get into this list. The top 10 footballers to ever play the game. Now, just a disclaimer, this is just my own personal list. Get offended by this list, hey, put your own list in the comments section below. But let's just get started into this list. In at number 10 is Manuel Neuer. Now, look, I mean, a lot of these top 10 lists don't consist in goalkeepers, and that really pisses me off. It's like, hey, what, is a goalkeeper just a mulg or something? A mogul? And, they don't really matter. But to me, they do matter, and Manuel Neuer definitely did matter as a goalkeeper. I mean, if you look at this guy's accolades, I mean, this guy just screams best goalkeeper to ever play the game. I mean, with two-time Champions League winner, a World Cup winner, hasn't won a Euro, by the way, but made that accomplishment is coming on the way. I mean, he's still got a lot of career left. He's 35, but he's still going to probably be playing the next Euros. Individual awards, Golden Gloves, FIFA Dream Teams. I think he was third in the Ballon d'Or one. Where does it say that? Well, I know he was third in the Ballon d'Or. Where was the third Ballon d'Or? He's won best goalkeeper of the decade. Jesus. So he was a best goalkeeper for an entire decade. That's how good this guy was at goalkeeping, right? But who was kind of above him at that point in time? Not really anybody else. So Manuel Neuer, 10th best footballer to ever play the game. Now, in at number 9, one of my favourite players for AC Milan of all time is Paolo Maldini. I mean, look how long this guy played his career at just AC Milan only, but from 1984 to 2009. That's insane. This guy almost played in 4 different decades of football. So like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and almost 2010s. Almost, but he only played for 3 decades. So again, that's almost like 30 years of football. I mean, that's just insane, right? But looking at this guy's accomplishments, most of his accomplishments with AC Milan, Champions League 1, 2, 3, 4. He was a 5-time Champions League winner. God dang it. Like, that's just unbelievable. Obviously, national team success wasn't, as what he would like it to be. Runners-up in the World Cup in 94 and runners-up in the 2000 Euros, not 2000 Euros. And there was an under-21 championship. He was runners-up. Jesus Christ. So not a lot of luck for Maldini in the World Cup. Again, Ballon d'Or, third place a couple of times. FIFA 100 players of, top 100 FIFA players. So this guy is just, stacked with, man of the match in a losing Champions League final as well in 2003. So there you go. This is how good this player was. Again, as much as I would like to put him higher on the list, it's just, defenders don't get that regarded as footballers, which is kind of a shame. It's an important part of the game, me being a defender myself. But, he's the 9th best footballer I've ever seen play. Man marking was unbelievable. How he intercepted passes was just, brilliant, right? So without AC Milan, if Maldini wasn't at AC Milan, they wouldn't have had that success. So Maldini at number 9. At number 8, I got Gerard Piqué. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one because a lot of people just thinks, Sergio Ramos is a better defender or centre-back than Gerard Piqué. But the thing is, Ramos didn't play his entire career at that position, though. So the reason I put Piqué in that position, again, he's 6'4". I mean, you need some height in the back line, right? So I just assumed that he's, in terms of stats of winning headers and clearances, this guy would be brilliant for, corners as well, which is why Barcelona had the success they had. It wasn't just him, by the way. I mean, we're going to get to another player that mainly contributed to that success later on the list. But, just looking at these accomplishments, 3-time Champions League winner, a World Cup winner, a Euro winner. I mean, this guy, breakthrough, best defender in La Liga, for a season. FIFA Pro teams, second teams, third teams. What year was this? 2019, 9th best defender in the world. Okay, that's still not bad, considering that he was 32 or 30, 33 in that season. I mean, I think he's turning 35 this season. Oh no, he's already turned 34. No, I mean he's going to turn 35 next year. So he is getting a bit on in years, but again, just looking at this guy's career as a whole, I mean, you would want to have his accolades as a centre back. So again, Gerard Piqué at number 8. Now at number 7's best football player to ever play the game is Roberto Carlos. I really enjoyed watching Roberto Carlos as a left back, probably the best left back to ever play the game. Really, I mean, I know that's quite a stretch, for some people. But if you just look at this guy's accomplishments, really, I mean, these are fantastic accomplishments. 3-time Champions League winner, World Cup winner, 2-time Copa America winner, which, again, we've got to regard the Copa America as the Euros because, when you play for a country that's not in Europe, you have to win other, continental trophies that, aren't the Euros. So individual awards, Ballon d'Or, runner-up in 2002. That's insane. As a left back, he was runner-up. I mean, we're never going to see a left back be runner-up for a Ballon d'Or ever again, really, because defenders, they just, they can't defend as good as they used to. So this guy was just really good at, that position. Again, he was famous for the banana shot against France. So, just a really good, solid left back. Now, what are we? So we're, Manuel Neuer, Maldini, Piqué, we're at number 6. So at 6th place, I have got the best defensive midfielder to ever play the game, and that is Patrick Vieira. This guy was just so solid for Arsenal Football Club. I mean, 6'4" as well. This guy was just, a machine at that position, right? I mean, again, the honours just speak for itself. I mean, look at this guy's on. I mean, 3-time Premier League winner. How many times? 4-time FA Cup winner, 3-time Serie A winner, FIFA World Cup winner, a Euro winner. So, this guy's accolades speak for itself. Again, probably the one tournament that's missing from his accolades is a Champions League. But nonetheless, I mean, regardless if he had the Champions League or not, this guy was just a phenomenal football player. Very good at being a defensive midfielder. I can't really, put my finger on who was better at him at that position. Not a lot of other players. So, just looking at his individual awards, going down the list, FIFA 100 players in 2004 as well. That's when he got that accomplishment. Sports Illustrated Team of the Decade 2009. So that means between 2000 and 2010, he was part of that Team of the Decade, which is well deserved, really, considering. Was this guy ever, in a Ballon d'Or contention? Probably not, because they don't really regard defensive midfielders, for the Ballon d'Or. But again, UEFA Team of the Year 2001, French Player of the Year 2001, Premier League Overseas Team of the Decade in 1992 to 2002. Gee, that's pretty good. And there were some good players playing in the Premier League at that point in time. So, in at number... where are we? So, I'm forgetting where I am on this. So, Neuer, Maldini, Gerard Piqué. So, that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So, in at number 6, Patrick Vieira. And in at number 5, the 5th best player who I thought played football of all time has to be Ronaldinho. This guy's footwork was just unbelievable. His skill was just insane. I remember watching a game when he was playing for Barcelona, right? And there was literally, I'm pretty sure it was a left back, right? And then there was a midfielder trying to come in like from 2 different angles, yeah? And the ball was literally glued to this guy's foot. And you know what he does? He like spins around with the ball, right? And like just goes through the middle of these 2 players. I mean, it was the most insane thing I've ever seen. And he just passes it, in the 18-yard box. And I'm pretty sure Barcelona score a goal. And this guy's passing was unbelievable as well. The amount of no-look passes this guy could do. And it was just bang on the money as well. I remember he'd look right and then pass left. But people wouldn't assume he was passing it because, he's looking right. He's going to pass this way. No, wrong again, defenders. This guy was just, havoc for defenders. I mean, he's probably the main reason why Real Madrid didn't win as much La Liga titles as they should have. I mean, he was two-time La Liga winner, Champions League winner, World Cup winner, Copa America winner as well. I'm pretty sure Copa America winner in 1990. So, individual awards, Ballon d'Or winner, FIFA 100 players in 2004 when he was still playing. The accolades just going on. I mean, I could just rave on. Ballon d'Or Dream Team Silver 2020, AC Milan Hall of Fame. Even though he didn't really have that much of a career in AC Milan, he still gets a Hall of Fame. So, Ronaldinho, 5th best player I've ever seen play football. Now, in at number 4, we got the modern day frugal Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy was just brilliant. As I liked him more as a winger than a striker, but again, if you look at his Real Madrid appearances, he scored more goals than had appearances for Real Madrid. That's just insane. No player should be doing that. But for me personally, I thought he was a better footballer at Man United, only because, not to discredit La Liga. La Liga's competition isn't, in terms of defenders, isn't as physical, right? Obviously, Atletico Madrid has tried and changed that, but just at Man United, it was just torturing really good defenders week in, week out, and especially that 2007 and 8 season. I'm just trying to get up his accomplishments from that season. I'm pretty sure he's a Ballon d'Or winner as well. 2008 Ballon d'Or. That was probably his best Ballon d'Or season. Just that Man United season as well, Premier League winner and Champions League winner as well, the double. And he won the FIFA Club World Cup that season as well. I mean, this guy was just phenomenal. So he's won the Champions League 1, 2, 3, 4. He's won it 5 times. That's just insane. And, he was a vocal point of all 5 of those teams. So credit to where credit due. Again, not much national team success, although he did win the Euros in 2016. Again, he didn't really play majority of that final, but, key contributor of why they even made the final in the first place. So, in at number 4, best footballer of all time was Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, we're getting into the juicy part of the list. In at number 3, a player I've never seen play before, but, I'm just going based on what people have said about him, is Pele. Yes, Pele is probably the 3rd best footballer to ever play a game. Again, look at the amount of goals this guy has scored at Santos. Look at that. 493 appearances, 501 goals. That's just insane. This guy's scored more goals and appearances for Santos, just like kind of Cristiano Ronaldo did for Real Madrid. Again, for the Brazilian national team, that's what he was probably more famous for his Santos accomplishments. Again, Brazilian Serie A winner 6 times, Copa de Libertadores 2 times, and for the Brazil 3-time World Cup winner. That's insane. He won the World Cup 3 times. I don't even know if we're ever going to see a player to win the World Cup 3 times ever again. So this is why he's number 3 on the list. Also, Copa de Libertadores top goal scorer. Top goal scorer in the Brazilian Serie A 3 times, FIFA, best young player in 58, looking at this guy's accomplishments, FIFA Centennial Award, France Ballon d'Or. Did he win a Ballon d'Or? Was the Ballon d'Or even an award when, he was playing? I don't think it was an award when he was playing, but again, if it was an award, he probably would have won it at that point in time. Just fantastic footballer all round. Again, 3-time World Cup winner. Like I said, are we ever going to see that again? But reason he's not higher on the list is probably the lack of European football. Obviously it was hard to, go from European to, go from South America to Europe just to even play. I don't know if he's ever offered the same money because, all it comes down to is money. So, and maybe he was comfortable playing in the Brazilian league anyway. It didn't matter because he was a 3-time World Cup winner. So, take nothing away from the guy, but he is the 3rd best footballer to ever play on my list. Now, in at number 2, controversial number 2, is Andres Iniesta. And you're probably thinking, what the hell? How is Andres Iniesta number 2, the second best player to ever play the game? Yes, I know what you're thinking. Oh, but it was all Messi. No, it was all this guy. Barcelona had the success they had. I mean, this guy's the best centre midfielder to ever play the game. I mean, you know, like who's better than this guy at that position? I've never seen anyone better. Again, he's still currently playing for Vissel Kobe, but you know, just looking at this guy's accolades, though, it's just insane. And I think he was robbed of the Ballon d'Or a couple of times, actually. If we just look at the Ballon d'Or, Ballon d'Or second place 2010 and Ballon d'Or third place 2012. Now, again, these are the years he probably should have won the Ballon d'Or. Who won the Ballon d'Ors that year? Well, you know, players that probably didn't deserve it. I'm not going to name names, especially for 2010. He won the World Cup in 2010. Two-time Euro winner. Again, look at his accolades for Barcelona. This is just insane. Like 4-time Champions League winner, two-time Super Cup winner, 3-time FIFA Club World Cup. I mean, look at these La Liga titles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-time La Liga championship. That's just insane to me. And just looking at the individual awards as well. I mean, I wish there was an award saying best centre midfielder, for the season, but that doesn't exist, unfortunately, in the sport. But again, this guy's passing was brilliant, right? I mean, he could just pinpoint pass anybody. People just surrounding him as well. I mean, I remember there was this game in the Euros where there was like 5 Italian players, trying to stop this guy. Again, like, what were these Italian players thinking? He just made them look stupid as well. So, very good career with Barcelona and the Spanish national team. Well deserved as the second best footballer to ever play the sport. Now, in at number 1, very controversial as well. The number 1 footballer to play footballer of all time is Zinedine Zidane. A lot of people don't like the fact that he doesn't list, but he didn't have that much of a club career. Listen, right? This guy won it all as a football player. I mean, just look at this guy's accomplishments, right? I mean, if you want to be a footballer and you want to strive for something, strive for everything that Zinedine Zidane accomplished as a footballer. He won league titles, cup titles, World Cups, Champions League, a Ballon d'Or one time. I mean, Ballon d'Or Bronze Award as well. I mean, where was the Ballon d'Or? Oh, yeah, 1998. So, this guy as a footballer, besides winning Golden Boots, has done it all. How are we going to discredit this guy for doing it all? And he was the main vocal point of doing it all, right? Like, you can't just look at that 1998 French team and say, oh, but the other players, contributed. Yes, they did contribute, but he was the vocal point of that team. And then, going into that 1998 World Cup, France were not favoured to win the World Cup. Even in 2006, when that World Cup, that competition was starting, right? Brazil were, again, favourite going in because, they were the current world champions, right? Going into that tournament. And they had a really good team on paper. It's just, he went in there and knocked out Brazil, twice in a World Cup. Brazil should have way more World Cups than what they do. But if it weren't for Zinedine Zidane, they would have had more World Cups. Let's just keep it real, right? If, Brazil never encountered Zinedine Zidane, we're looking at a completely different football timeline, right? In that, period of 1996 to 2006, right? That was the decade Zidane was just, brilliant in. And, I know a lot of people saying, oh, but he wasn't the best player, multiple times like Messi and Ronaldo was. Again, though, competition at that point in time, people keep forgetting, was a little bit more, spread out. Like, the era that Messi and Ronaldo has played it, they've dominated, in club football purely because the competition, wasn't evenly spread out. And teams didn't have, bucket loads of money to just pay whatever they wanted for players like Barcelona and Real Madrid have. So it's not really fair to even, have this conversation because, Zidane played in a different, era of football than Messi and Ronaldo. Although if you look at the era he did play football in, very successful player, and he won it all as a football player, right? And that's why he is the best footballer to play the game, ever, really. So this is my top 10 list. Again, you don't have to agree with it, but, well deserved to anybody that made the list. If you don't disagree with this list, put your own personal list in the comments section below. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want more content on the Insanery Sports channel.